The first point is the GDP for 2022-23 at current prices, according to the budget estimates, was 258 lakh crore. $258 lakh crore assumes 11.1% nominal growth over last year's GDP at current prices. If the growth is 11.1% in current prices or nominal growth, I have only two small questions. What will be the inflation rate and what will be the real growth? Now, my second point is, if the Honorable Finance Minister and the government wish to spend 3,25,756 crore, we understand that there is a need for more expenditure. Now, where will the government find this 3,25,756 crore? As far as I know, there are only three ways. A, the government has already collected money in excess of the budgeted revenue receipts. They already have 3,25,786 crore, and they're coming to the house saying, I already have this money, I'm spending it. The second way is to borrow. You can borrow an additional 3,25,786 crore and say, I'm borrowing and I'm spending. There's a third way, a little more technical. Government expects nominal growth to be more than 11.1% shown in the budget. If the nominal growth is more than 11.1%, the GDP will be more than 258 lakh crore. The denominator will rise. Therefore, you can borrow and spend another 3,25,786 crore without breaching the fiscal deficit of 6.4. My second question is, again, a very simple question. Does the government propose to take route A? It already has the money. Or it proposes to take route B? It will borrow more. Or it will take route C, that it expects the GDP to be higher and therefore the fiscal deficit will be met at 6.4%. I want a specific answer. Is it A or B or C? And I'm willing to be corrected, none of the above. My third question is, according to the budget, the gross tax revenue is 27,57,820 crore. Of this, corporation tax, this is on corporates, is 7,20,000 crore. Income tax is 7 lakh crore. The corporates contributed 34% of gross tax revenue. Today, the corporates are contributing 26% of gross tax revenue. Why has this great benefit been conferred to the corporates that they contribute 8% less of the gross tax revenue? If God is in his heaven, the BJP is in power, and everything is hunky-dory, and the climate is extremely propitiate for investment, why, despite conferring a huge bonanza on the corporate sector, why are they not investing? My fourth point is, in 1990-91, GDP at constant prices was about 25 lakh crore. In 12 years, this GDP doubled to 50 lakh crore. In 10 years, it doubled again to 98, 99 lakh crore. Now, technically, therefore, one would expect, and this is a fair expectation, a government that has been in power for nearly 9 years should double the GDP in 10 years. If 100 lakh crore should have become 200 lakh crore or should become 200 lakh crore in 23-24 when this government completes 10 years of government, will it complete 200 lakh crore? I know the answer for myself, but I want the Honorable Finance Minister and the government to answer that for the benefit of the members. Will you be able to double the GDP which you inherited by the time you demit office in 10 years? If you are able to double the GDP, I salute you. My fifth point is, of the 4 engines of growth, government expenditure is robust. But what about the other 3 engines of growth? We know that private investment is sluggish. Private consumption is down. You can't deny that. High-end items are being sold. Mercedes-Benz cars and BMW cars. That is being sold. But what about consumption by the poor and the middle class? And the 4th engine, exports are low. The trade deficit is increasing. Our trade deficit with China alone is $73 billion. $73 billion with one country. So if 3 of your 4 engines are not growing, why? If many of the countries are headed towards a leading towards a recession, my question is simple, without blaming anyone. Does the government take into account, reckon the fact that the world's leading countries are heading towards a recession? If they are leading towards a recession, and if 3 of your engines are sputtering, how do you propose to deal with the situation? How do you propose to stimulate growth?